everybody. This is Creative Sewing and Quilting, and I'm Denise Kellett, and I'm going to show you the edge joining foot. And if you've been taking any of my classes or you've been around me at all at any events, you'll know this is one of my favorite foots, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can use this today, because I keep this foot and the zipper foot and the J foot by my machine at all times. So starting out, I'm going to show you on a strap. And you can see that I made a strap, and I like to put this kind of webbing inside my straps now. And I'm going to show you how you can top stitch along this very nice and have a professional looking top strap. And I'm using 12 weight thread in the top and the bobbin just to give it a more professional look. I really find that makes it stand out and look really professional. So to use this foot, I also needed to put my, for the thread, I needed to use a 100 needle, and I also needed to put my stitch length up to 3.5. And I'm at 0.0 to make my needle in the right position. So you can see right here that there's a flange. Can you see this flange? And I'm going to ride this flange along the edge of this strap right here to make a perfect line of stitching. I'm going to show you here, and I usually go pretty slow on this because I do have this heavier thread in here, and I want to make sure that it doesn't break on me.
And it's just guiding right where it needs to be because of that flange on the side.
You can see I'm not touching close to because I want you to be able to see, but you can see that I can practically take my hands off of here and it's going to follow.
Marion and Mona love this foot too. We've got a lot of fans of this foot.
Now, I'm also going to show you something really cool about doing a strap. So this strap, you see that it's starting to turn a little bit this way? Well, I would not want to switch it to this side. I want to straighten it out, so I'm going to bring it right over to here. But how do I get the exact same measurement from this side to this side? I have a really cool feature on my machine that mirrors it. So I'm just going to mirror that, and it brought my needle to the exact position right there where I need to be.
That is awesome.
Isn't that amazing? I love that.
No guesswork, no measuring.
No measuring, no guesswork. Now I'm just going to do the same exact thing, keeping that flange this time right over here on the edge. You can see with my stiletto that I'm showing you where it is. It's a little bit harder when you want to keep your hands out of the way of the camera. When I get to the end, I'm just going to hit my automatic thread cutter. And now, look at those stitches. They're just gorgeous.
Perfect.
It looks professional on the top and the bottom.
And it's just absolutely the same on either side, and she didn't have to fidget with her needle placement.
And it's perfectly straight. You did not bow to the side at all. Okay? So that's one way to use it. Now I'm going to quick switch my thread because my next one I just do not want to use it 12 weight.
Awesome.
So we have this.
So look at all this stuff she's got over to the side, and this might look familiar to some of you because we have some fun kits that Denise has put together. This travel case, isn't this a fun way to keep your notions handy next to you? You can open it up and you've got little pockets there to put in your marking pens, fit in your mat. Super handy. Denise thinks of the best things. Did we mention that she is Baby Lock Educator of the Year? So we are super lucky to have her showing us her fun favorite stuff. And Denise tonight is working on the Baby Lock Soprano, which has some really cool features like we were showing you. So we've got that mirroring turned on. That's what that icon is right there.
So now I'm going to show you how to do a binding. Now I know Lisa showed you the binding with the fusible thread, but this is a different way to do it. So this is my quilt right here. See, I even quilted it for you. And I have it attached to the back of my quilt, and I'm going to bring the binding around to the front. And the same thing, I'm going to put it right up there and line up the flange with the end. But this time I'm going to move my needle position a little bit out to the outside because I don't exactly like where it is. I want it to be closer to the edge. Okay, so now I think that's a good place for me. We'll check it with one stitch and see. Maybe one more in. There. So now you can see I'm going right along here, and this time you could put the fusible thread and put this down, but I like to do a little method that I call peek and tuck. So I'm going to use my stiletto, and I'm going to use the stiletto by Annie's, and I'm going to hold that right there because I want it to be in the perfect place, and I want to see my stitches and go back and hold it again right there. I'm going to continue to go all the way down that way and holding it in place with the stiletto. This is going to give me a really nice finish on my binding. This table is not on here exactly right. It's wiggling on me. You can see that it just really keeps it right there. And I'm just peeking. If you've taken any of my skill builder classes, you'll know that I teach a lot of this with the stiletto, with the peek method, because you can really see what you're doing and keep it close to you. Okay, so now you can see that your binding is very nice right along the edge, and the back, it is in a good place too. So that's another way to use this foot, and I have one more to show you, one more way. And this is a zipper. I've already applied the zipper and folded it down, but I want to get a perfect line right here. I don't like it when it's waving on my zipper and my bag looks funny. So this is another way to do it. We're going to put the flange right along the zipper teeth. Right along the zipper teeth. And we're going to just go straight. It's going to make us really nice, easy. You can go a little faster with this one because it's just perfectly. Now, if you have a zipper that
It has the pull on it.
yeah, you'd have to go. I could move it, or I could. This one, I don't need to go all that far. Just say. So there,
Perfect.
look at that.
And that's going to be, you're going to really notice it because it's right by your zipper. So you really want nice, steady stitching for that.
And it's a little bit longer stitch length, but I like that because I like to see the stitch to be more noticeable to show how perfect it is.
Perfect. Yeah, she used a 3.5 length on
I
that
usually
stitch.
use a 3.0 on this, or a 3.5 would work too. Okay.
Awesome.
So that is my demonstration on the edge joining foot, and I hope you enjoyed it.